my name is Jenny Karl, and I am an LA-based makeup artist, and I work for Jordan Essentials Cosmetics. And we're going to be doing a how-to makeup on Becky, our model, using all Jordan Essentials Cosmetics, which is a mineral makeup line and skincare line that is infused with botanicals, so it's very, very healthy. It's all powder, so it's a little tricky, but once I show you the techniques on how to use it, you'll be able to do it perfectly at home. The eyes, which are probably the hardest part for most people, because again, these are powder makeup. So yeah, just want to take your time, don't make a mess, and I like to use all the shadows wet and dry. So take a little bit of water. With my brush, this is a lid brush, I also use it for the crease, and I just dip it. I mean, you want to dampen it. You don't want the brush to be soaking wet. You just want to dampen it just to make sure it has a little bit of a texture to it so it'll pick up the color. And it's great because these eyeshadows, when they're wet, appear so much different than when they're dry. So you technically have two eyeshadows in one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the white sand, which is like a champagne color. It's beautiful. And I'm going to dip the brush, excuse the hair, dip the brush in this champagne color, and it's damp. I'm going to use it all over the eye, close, as a base and highlight. So really, you can't use too much. You just want to do it all over the entire eyelid. Under the brow, and again, I'm kind of stippling it on the eye or pressing it into the skin. It's going to adhere so much better because not only is the brush damp, but I'm also pressing it into the skin rather than swiping it and it's all flying off the side. And whatever I do on top, I always like to do a little bit underneath. Look up for me. Just to give a highlight underneath the eye. So I'm also going to take this and I'm going to go underneath the eye a little bit too, and that's going to brighten the eye. I'm going to do another little mix. I'm going to take our desert sand, which is a cool bronzy color, and I'm going to mix it with our brand new Petal Pink, which is this beautiful light pink shade. So you want to come and see the difference between the two colors. And I'm mixing the two of them together. You have a pink and you have a bronze. And I'm going to mix them because it's going to look beautiful mixed together. So we don't want something too pink, we don't want something too bronze. You can use them alone. That would make a beautiful color too. For a natural look, we're doing a little more oomph. So I'm going to take the pink and I'm going to put that on first. And I'm using this dry. My brush is now dry, and I'm just kind of putting the pink right on the lid. And it's got a little bit of a sparkle to it, so it's really pretty and young. And the lid, if you're confused, is the ball of the eye, where the eye protrudes before you get to the crease. So this whole area is the lid. That area here is the crease, and this is the brow highlight. So I'm going to take a little bit of this pink under the eye, just a tiny bit, a touch. And then you can use your foundation brush, you know, for cleanup, just to kind of even everything out. If you get a little underneath the eye. You can also use this big brush for cleanup too. Swipe away anything that falls. Now I'm going to move on to this bronzy shade, Desert Sand, which I love. Little by little, I'm just going to add a little bit of the bronze right on top of the pink in the ball of the eye again. And this color is gorgeous. It's very iridescent. It looks beautiful when it's wet, if you like a bronzy shade. And now again, I'm going to go underneath the eye a little bit. Look up for me with the bronze. And again, that's just going to brighten the eye too. Adding anything light under the eye is going to brighten. And now we're going to move on to the crease. And I'm going to use the new Plumtastic, which is exactly what I have on. So if you want to zoom into my eyes, I have on the Plum, and I use it as an eyeliner and in the crease of the eye. I'm using the same brush that we used wet that is now dry. I'm just kind of getting the excess off. You can use a tissue. But again, like all these brushes have dual purposes. And I'm dipping into this Plum dry. It's going on dry and really getting it into the brush. And now I'm going to go into the crease of the eye, which what I like to do is make a sideways V. I like to go into the crease and then make a little V and fill it in. And little by little, you want to add and add and add. You don't want to add too much all at once. I mean, this isn't a dark, dark shade, but when you're using the colors like the black ones, like black coal, you really want to be careful. You don't want to do too much at once, and you only want to take the crease maybe to here. You don't want to go all the way out. I mean, you can. It'll be a look, though. It'll definitely be a different type of look. And I'm just pulling it outwards a little because what I want to do is kind of make that cat's eye look. I want her eye to look longer. And we're also going to do that with the eyeliner as well. Our angle brush, which I'm also going to use for brows and eyeliner, I'm going to take this color, dry, under the eye. That's what's going to give that smokiness under the eye as well. And I'm dampening my brush, my angle brush. I'm using it wet. Not dripping wet, just damp. And I'm using, look down. And then I'm going to use it as eyeliner as well. I want to get as close to the lash line as possible. And then what I'm going to do is make the cat's eye. And what you basically do is you just start upwards and you swoop down. So you want to start up here. Now it depends on how, catty you want your cat's eye to be. You always want to point it upwards. You never want to point it down because that's going to make your eyes look sad. What this is going to do is elongate the eye. Not only makes you look younger, but it's just a stylish way to do your eyeliner. Well, that's it from Jordan Essentials. You can look us up on the web. This is our new catalog. We have a ton of new products coming out, so it was great teaching you.